Mic check. 1, 2.
3, 4.
Shut the door.
I hear you.
5, 6. Pick up sticks.
Smells like booze.
That's my hand sanitizer that I just burned my hand cut with. Good morning.
Good morning. Whenever anybody wears hand sanitizer around me, I'm always like, are you boozing it up or is that hand sanitizer?
Or both.
Or both. I smelled it something like that the other day at a baseball game, and I'm like, just walk away. You don't need to comment on if somebody smells like alcohol or not. Not your circus, not your monkey.
Who was it? I want a name. Just kidding.
It's like, I cannot divulge that name.
Oh man, what's up?
Well, I'm feeling a little shaky in my legs. We just got done with our personal training
Yes.
session.
Yeah.
Core fitness, Corey.
Corey at Core Fitness blasting our cores and our glutes.
Yep. He's really working
Man,
us.
he really is. Like if I don't have that, like what were you calling it? The butt
Peachy booty.
peachy booty after this, then I don't know. My ship might have sailed because we sure do a lot of glute work.
Yeah.
And he's always like, make sure your glutes are firing. I'm like, I don't really know what that means, but I'm trying.
It's the stability of your body.
And it's burning.
It's burning good.
I love when I'm like, ow, it hurts. He's like, does it hurt or does it burn?
I know.
I'm like, oh,
He's so conscious of that.
it burns. I'm not like tearing my ACL actively.
And he'll be like, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine.
I know I go into this weird like soldier mode in the gym. I
Yeah.
get very like serious.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you all right? I'm like, yes. How many reps?
Stop asking me and just put me to work.
Like, is a 10-pound weight okay for this or what?
I can't even like push my sleeves up without shaking right now. My arms are so sore.
Yeah, it's good though.
It's
good.
awesome. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And we just had to skip Monday because both of our babies were sick again. Like, I feel like the government just puts out different viruses and illnesses to sabotage.
Like chemtrails?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Why
Yeah.
not? Everything sucks.
Let's try and make it not suck anymore.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about the Masters.
Yeah,
Amy got to go to the Masters.
she sure did.
What was her take? Can you give a hot take on?
Well, I haven't really caught up with her since, but I did know that she was not allowed to have her phone, like at all when you're there, because I was texting her about something and she didn't respond. And then of course I'm psychotic, so I was like,
Start to
are
worry.
you okay? Amy,
911.
where are you right now? Like, have you been kidnapped? Have you been trafficked?
Yeah.
Are you locked in a basement?
Mm-hmm.
And then, she'd come on like way later when she was allowed to have her phone. She's like, no, I'm just at Masters and they don't let me
No, let me have my phone.
have my phone.
Did she preface that before?
No.
So you would have a heads up? Oh, okay.
No, but I think looking back, like maybe I think that's kind of common knowledge to most, but I wasn't privy.
Well, now at the Open, you can have your phone. So I don't think it is. I think it's like a per
Well,
whatever.
Augusta has a lot of really weird rules.
Yeah.
Around stuff.
Yeah.
Did you know that they don't let the dudes who win keep the jacket?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
give
would
them,
be fired up
they
for
get to
that.
keep it for a year, but when I say keep it, they keep it at Augusta and you can
Stop.
wear it only while you're at Augusta.
Stop.
Yeah. It's like the strangest thing. And it's not like it's some diamond trophy.
Like the Stanley Cup.
Right. It's a blazer.
Oh, I would just make my own.
Like what?
Or I would steal it.
It's so weird.
That's so weird. I earned that. That's mine. That's my
Yeah, but
jacket.
they're like, no.
I had no idea about
Yeah,
that.
and then like
Yes.
they have to share lockers with past winners. Like if you win, then you get a locker at Augusta, but then you like have to share it with other people. But then they keep the names of past winners on it that like died. So obviously they don't take up much space in there. But all their rules are so weird.
Come on, Augusta.
It's giving like antebellum, and I don't like it.
What's antebellum?
Like pre-war era, like pre-Civil War.
It's
Or
giving me that they don't have enough space and they need to expand. It's
is
not
it
giving like,
pre-Civil War or post-Civil War, antebellum? I guess ante means after. I don't know. I'll look that up. I'll circle back on that. But like old-timey rules
right,
is what I'm trying to say.
control.
Yeah, like rules just for the sake of rules. Like
Yeah.
at Augusta, we can't do this because we said so.
Mm-hmm.
Which, whatever. Like I don't like golf anyway. I mean, I kind of do and I kind of don't. I had this golfer who I liked when I was a kid
Mm-hmm.
randomly. I was an enthusiast once upon a
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a big golf tournament. My dad was part of what's it called? Valencia Country Club, something, something. And they had the tour, like PGA Tour
Oh, nice.
go there.
Okay.
So I got to go and all this stuff, and I became this big fan of this golfer named Payne Stewart. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
if you're a
Yeah,
fan.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, he would always wear like the old-timey caps and like the balloon pants, and he was
Yeah.
just a real character and just like a good guy.
Yeah.
And so I got to meet him there and he signed my hat and it was so thrilling.
Oh.
And then I met Fred Couples. You
Oh.
familiar with Freddie Couples?
Know his name. Don't not.
Dick. Such an asshole. So here I am, this like young girl standing there with my little pen and my thing to get him
Right.
to sign it. And he just storms by. I don't know if he like had a bad hole or something.
Mm-hmm.
He storms by and his caddy looks over at me and goes, "Don't even think about it." I was like, "Excuse me? What?"
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
you should be glad that you have like a young fan
Right.
seeking your autograph. Like, what?
Or like, be nice.
I was so pissed. And then ever since then, it's like this famous, like, bad blood feud between me and Fred Couples. And my dad will bring it up
Oh.
like every couple of years. And
And what does your dad say about
oh,
it?
he thinks it's hilarious. But he was like, because he was with me, he was like, "Oh, dick,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Okay, so
what?"
he shared it. He
Yeah,
wasn't like,
he was
Macy,
like,
stop being dramatic.
no,
He
no,
was
no,
like,
no. He was like, how's that guy's problem?
oh,
He was
that's
on my
the
side, but
worst.
it kind of just became this running joke about my hatred for Freddie Couples.
Well, I don't like him either then. He's
No.
out.
Yeah, he's history.
I was so upset because I did not watch the last day. And I hear that there was like quite the big ending for Rory, and
Hmm.
I didn't watch any of it,
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
but it was huge. And then there's all this drama like I hate this is I okay. I love the media and I hate the media. Like we're pop culture, we're a podcast and we talk about all this stuff. So
Hmm.
obviously it has to be going on in the media for us to have something to freaking talk about.
Hmm.
But they turned Rory and his wife's hug into news. Like she wasn't supporting him because she gave him a pat on the back
Yeah.
instead of like a loving embrace.
Yeah.
I'm like, get off people's nuts.
Yeah.
Get off.
Yeah.
Step right off their nuts.
Exactly.
Let them embrace however they want to embrace. Maybe like he was hugging her really hard and she couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And she had to pat. That doesn't mean that she's not proud of him. It doesn't mean that she doesn't love him.
Maybe she had diarrhea.
Maybe she had diarrhea.
Maybe she was on her period.
Yes.
Maybe she just realized that she hates her life and golf.
Yeah, maybe she wants to get a divorce. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Get off her nuts.
Yeah, that was everywhere this weekend. Also Coachella.
Mm-hmm. Lots of celebs out and about. And just to circle back to our Kylie and
Oh,
Chalamet, they looked much more loving,
still very much together.
much together. Yep.
Which I thought it was like a confirmed breakup, and there they were just like
Same.
la-di-da.
Same.
I used to frequent the festival circuit.
You
I
did?
don't know if you know this about me.
I did. I don't.
We used to go to ACL, so we'd go to Austin City Limits, and we would go to Voodoo Fest in New Orleans. I've been to Voodoo Fest like 3 times. So fun.
Isn't Austin City Limits country?
No.
Oh, right on.
Mm-mm. It has like everybody. It's very much like Coachella.
Mhm.
Like who I remember seeing like everybody was there. We saw Metallica, like
Mm.
and so thinking about doing that now made me like sick to my stomach.
Totally.
Like I'm not built
No,
for that kind of lifestyle any longer.
no.
I'm very much with like what's her name on White Lotus, like I'm too old not to have a comfortable lifestyle. Like I can't be out there sitting in the grass
Right.
waiting at porta potties,
Oh, yeah.
watching people puke,
Mm-hmm.
like
I just don't like
scrounging.
the spatial having no space. Like that
Yeah.
would be, I could wear the outfit. I could go for a day. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay
The
with my
outfit's
feet
the
getting,
only thing that I feel like I could still get into.
yeah. But the amount of, or lack thereof of space between you and the next person is just too much for me to handle. And I would just need my own VIP area.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's too much. Even though like I hear Lady Gaga's performance was incredible. I mean, no surprise.
Shelly, we need to go to her.
I know. Did I tell you about the time Adam bought me Lady Gaga tickets and I just forgot and didn't go?
Oh,
Oopsie.
stop.
Yeah.
Steve sent me the link. She's around. She's circling.
She's around.
Mhm.
She's available.
We're talking about going to Miami
Oh,
in September, and then there's another one in Vegas in July.
well,
But the
Vegas,
tickets
like,
are nuts expensive.
what are
Miami's
we talking? What are we talking?
1,000. But in Miami on a Wednesday, they're like 500. They're like half the price.
Vegas.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's too rich for my blood.
it's not. Just give me time. I'll work on you.
All right, fair enough.
Come on, imagine seeing Gaga in Vegas. So fun.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I've looked at all of them and then I had to retreat because I started to get overwhelmed and it's kind of far off and I don't really like to plan far in advance and all the
Yeah.
things. So I'm like, just take a beat, take a breath, walk away
You
from
know
it for
what?
a
I
second.
don't either. I don't like planning stuff far in advance because there's this little like chirp in the back of my mind that's like, well, something's gonna happen. It's gonna get messed up.
Right.
So why bother?
Or I'm gonna change my mind.
Yeah.
Steve's one of the people that he needs something to look forward to in the future. And so there's always a trip and there's always, and he's like, so do you want to do this? I'm like,
Like in theory, yeah.
like I want to say yes
I
because I
mean,
want to be
like,
with you, but
I can't tell the future, Steve. I'm not an
I
oracle.
don't know how I'm going to feel in 3 months or 6 months or however long.
So true. I was so bummed. We had this special night planned with our friends, Lauren and Katie, and we were gonna go have an epic casino night out
Mhm.
and do full, I want to say like 70s casino Siggy mommy looks.
Like I would have needed a cigarette holder.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
And just go all out. We had a wonderful dinner planned thanks to Katie and her gambling prowess. A lot of it was going to be comped, which is
And it all went to hell in a handbasket.
that morning. My child wakes up with 103 fever, and it was just down the drain. But we have made alternative plans. We're rescheduling, we're rain checking the whole casino experience, but now we're expanding on the original plan, which I'm
Okay.
very excited about.
Overnight?
Possibly, but not necessarily. But a room will be reserved. So
Oh.
we'll go earlier in the day,
Ooh,
spa,
nice.
go back to room,
And
get ready together,
nice.
which I love doing. It's
Yeah,
so fun.
I do too.
And then go out and then either, have multiple rooms and we stay or we go home.
Yeah, I like that.
I love
It
that.
was just brewing in the crock pot for a better
The time
time.
just wasn't right. And I couldn't find an outfit that I was super excited about, which was really distressing to me because if my outfit's not what I want going out, it dampers my entire experience. No cap.
And I had an outfit, but it didn't go with the theme. So
Yeah, and I was gonna
nervous.
let that slide. I was like, okay, I mean, the pants are really dope. So like I get it. And I wasn't super excited about my outfit anyway. So I was like, whatever. But now we're gonna have to wear the pants another time and we're gonna need to bring it really, really hard.
Done. I'll get on it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give you some homework beforehand.
Okay.
You have to watch Casino.
Okay. Done.
Martin Scorsese,
Okay.
De Niro, Sharon Stone. Her aesthetic in that movie,
I'm in.
so good.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Game on.
So that happened, but
I got another pair of amazing pants. They're Wrangler. They're high-waisted. They've got like the 2-inch seam at the bottom and they snatch.
I bet those would look so cute on you.
I got one pair and I got the length of 30 because I thought my legs were really short.
They're
And
not.
no, and then I got them and they were high waters, so I had to send them back.
You need like a
return 'em.
32.
32 was
Yeah. Yeah.
perfection.
I am so needing like to dress up and wash my hair. I've been in kid care
You
hell
have. Yours has been 10
for
times
like
worse
a
than mine.
week.
Yeah.
Up
No
all
sleep.
night, cleaning up bodily fluids, ER visit with Peyton, holding her down to get an IV. Friggin', it's been a nightmare. And I like honestly can sit here and tell you, I don't know when I washed my hair last.
It's okay.
I don't know. Like, none of my
Still looks
business.
amazing.
None of my business.
Yeah.
So I need to wash my hair and I need to go somewhere and dress up because that gives me like
New
the
energy.
stamina renews my vigor for
Yep.
life to keep going because right now I'm just like shell
Yeah.
of a human.
Yeah.
This morning helped though. The workout helped a lot. Even though neither one of us slept last night, I feel like right after we're very shaky and nauseous, but like just as we're speaking right now, it's starting to turn the corner to feeling good.
Nice.
So
Love.
that's personally where I'm at.
Probably didn't hurt either that you came into G-Soul and there's 4 new pieces
Oh my
that you got
God.
to see.
You guys,
It's been a little
I'm
bit.
so excited for our new stuff.
I know, me too. I've like chuckled about it a little bit because like it's a small business, so the funds have to be there before I can come out with anything new. And Missy's been like, so are we coming out with anything new soon? I swear to God, it's on its way. And it
Like, what are
usually,
you working on design-wise?
yeah, like
Care to share? Anything? Send it over.
And then I go back and forth because I want you to know everything, but I'm like, I kind of want you to still have the consumer surprise of goodness.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like when that happens. She'll just like send something over that is like her total little brainchild. And I'm always like, oh, it's like a little surprise, a little treat, if you will.
Or if I forget to tell you one thing, you're like, when did you do this? This is it. And I'm like, oh, sometimes the element of surprise is good too.
She's, Gretchen's nothing if not like mysteriously cool.
Missy.
I know, I'm just full of this kind of stuff
Well,
today.
isn't
So
that the
buckle up.
compliment of the day?
She'll be like, oh yeah, I just did this. And I'm like, when did you do that? Like, how did you accomplish that? She is just capable of output that is very impressive.
That's like the best compliment ever.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Thank you.
It's no problem.
I forgot to turn Mona Lisa on. Anyways, I was thinking about when we were talking about festivals in Coachella, I would always go to Country Thunder. Did you ever go to Country Thunder?
What do you think?
No, that would be a negative. But we went one year and I wanted to use my dad's RV, but he didn't trust me to
Operate it.
to operate it. And so he drove me and my friends out there with his RV, set up his RV, and then left it and then came back and picked us up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I loved day drinking.
Yeah.
And I would just burn myself. I would go so hard. I would have so much fun during the day. And then I would miss all of the headliners because I would just burn myself out before the end.
Yeah.
But Country Thunder was so fun.
Actually, I did go one year.
Yeah.
In
Did
college.
you stay the night or did you just go out for the day?
No, I think me and my sorority just like went for the day. And then I was like, okay.
You're
and
like, this
left.
is dirty.
I was like, this is not my vibe.
Do you know that I don't even think we brought food? I think we just brought booze.
Well, priorities.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't ever remember. I don't remember missing the food. But
I don't remember there ever being like a lot of food. I remember there were food trucks all set up at ACL that were pretty good. But
do you want to know something that is my favorite thing in the whole wide world when there's any festivals or I think Junk in the Trunk may have it or like car shows or anything?
A funnel cake?
Close.
What?
Indian fry bread.
Love.
Oh, they're like the best things.
That was the most amazing. Well, not the most amazing because there was a lot of amazing stuff about doing the Havasupai hike that we did last April. They have all variations of Indian fry bread. Like, oh my God. That there's this one like little stand area like in the middle of the road between the campsite and the village where they sell it. And you're so hungry and tired and for like a delicious best meal of my life.
Fry bread, taco meat.
I was gonna say, do you like savory or sweet?
Savory.
Okay.
With then the really cold, crisp, shredded lettuce.
Yeah. I love
Best
that.
thing ever.
And then I did the one with Nutella, honey, sliced up little bananas.
Yeah.
Oof.
So good.
Delicious.
Game on.
Yeah, so, so good.
Okay, let's talk about the girls that got shot up into space. Quite the huggabaloo around these parts. Lots of people loving it, lots of people hating it. Did you see freaking Wendy's made a
Hmm.
comment about Katy Perry? It was Wendy's, probably
Like
freaking,
Wendy's, the fast food restaurant?
yes, like
Okay.
probably their Twitter or something, and it
Yeah.
said, "Can we send her back?" Like when Katy Perry and Wendy's are beefing. I'm like, what a douchey thing to say though, as Wendy's. Like I think that's
Right.
like you're gonna let Katy Perry get underneath your skin. You're
Yeah,
an
it's
idiot.
just really random.
I tell
Did
it's
she like snub them once upon a time? Like,
I
I don't
would I
understand.
would like to dig into it a little
Do you have
bit
a song
more.
where she's like, Wendy's burgers suck ass? Like,
Yeah,
what?
Wendy's gave me food poisoning.
And then I threw up.
Then I pooped my
Pooped my
pants.
pants one time. Yeah.
And oh my God. So Gail King was raving about Katy Perry singing up there, and they were wanting to have her sing one of her songs, and she said, "This is not about me." So she sang What a
Oh,
Beautiful World up there.
she should have sang E.T.
What's that?
Extraterrestrial.
Is that one of her songs?
Yes.
The only thing running through my head right now is
Yes.
Hottotto.
Wait, how does it go? I
I don't even remember it. I don't even know it.
Extraterrestrial.
I'm out.
Seemed like the obvious choice to me.
Yeah. So she's saying What a Beautiful World, and Gail King was like raving about her. The other funny part which I feel bad about because when
When bases
anybody,
biffed.
yes,
So good.
oh my God, like when anybody falls, it breaks my heart for them. It
Oh,
like legit breaks, unless it's
yeah.
kind of funny, and then it's funny, but like,
Yeah.
geez, this one fella in elementary school, we were all sliding on the ice, and he was a larger kid, and we were sliding on the ice, and he kept falling, and
Oh,
all the kids were just like being so mean, and I bawled
well, kids
in the
is different a little.
yeah.
When grown-ups, okay. I feel like there's a window for it being funny,
To the
period, when they
window.
fall. Old people, not so funny.
Mhm.
Little kids, oh, that's sad. Like adults, it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless they like die.
Right. Break
But
a
when
hip
he
or something.
fell, dude, I was like cackling.
Even the like little kids when they fall makes me laugh because they're so protected
Oh, and
because
they're
they're
so
so
like
roly-poly.
wobbly and like stretchy, and they'll go full scorp and then just bounce
Totally.
back up.
Those ones are a little bit funny to me. But I don't know why sometimes it makes me feel sad for
Like
them.
I would be sad if like we were out and you fell, but like him,
Like you're okay.
it's gonna take a lot more than that for me to feel sorry for
Go
Jeff Bezos.
go put $1 million band-aid on your knee. Move
Yeah,
on.
like, oh my God, I'm sorry. You tripped.
But it was a
My
big
hair
divot that he
spaceship.
fell in.
Yeah, yeah. I think that their outfits were cute.
Uh-huh. Weren't they Balenciaga or something freaking
I think
crazy?
so, but I don't like Balenciaga. You know, I
Same.
have problems with Balenciaga, and we're all just moving on, pretending like they didn't have that weird pedo campaign.
Couldn't agree more.
Like, what was that?
Couldn't agree more. And
Can we not find somebody else?
how they got Kim to stay there with them doing that is beyond
When
me.
she's got like a buttload of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you're telling me Gucci wouldn't have put him in a really sick outfit? Like, come
Mm.
on.
Oh, Gucci, Gucci, Gucci.
Their streetwear is like the best in the game right now.
They're the best in the game.
I know.
Love them.
But it just goes to show you, Balenciaga's really trying to crawl their way and claw their way out of that one because I
Right.
still feel like they're struggling because of that.
I don't know how they're struggling if they have Kim Kardashian as their one of their number one
Every
rep.
time and this is why I say that, because every time we go to, oh my gosh, look at Nicole's Prada bag. Oh God, she's such a queen. Um, every time we go to Vegas and we go to the Forum shops, they have a
Mm-hmm.
huge Balenciaga in there.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we go to Fashion Square, huge Balenciaga.
Mm-hmm.
There's never anybody in
Right.
there.
It's probably because their stuff's ugly.
Mm. Yeah, I liked this one little bag that they did. And I know we differ slightly on the micro bag thing. But I liked that. And then I had my eye on a pair of their tennis shoes, which I mean like was close to pulling the trigger on until they were fucking freaks.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, no.
I don't like any of them. It
Mm.
gives me like Charlotte Russe. It gives me
Mm.
like
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
don't I'm not a fan, but
Mm.
so I don't have to be, and that's okay. We can all
You
continue.
don't. You do not have to be.
Um,
That's the beautiful thing about it.
but Bezos tripped,
Yeah.
and
I have a question.
mhm.
Why did we do this?
Do what?
The whole
Oh,
event,
the
the
space.
whole,
I don't know, because the chicks wanted to do it. Maybe
just because they could.
like maybe Bezos' wife's wanted to go up, and she wanted to invite her friends.
And it was like a female like empowerment thing. But here's my issue.
Hmm.
Okay. The rocket ship, what
Hmm.
was it called? Like a spacecraft?
Hmm.
Operated remotely by a bunch of men.
Oh,
If we're gonna make it about the yay yay lady, like let's have some ladies
right,
operate.
right.
Soup to nuts.
Yeah, yeah. Soup to
Let's
nuts.
not pretend that it's something that it's not.
Right. I did see one thing that was like, okay, we're praising all of these celebrity women for going up there, but where's the praise for all the female current astronauts who are actually
Some of them
astronauts?
were real astronauts, right? Or
I,
none of them were.
I don't think that they were.
Because some of them in the photos that I've seen, like the group shots,
Hmm.
some of them look very disenchanted, and I was just assuming that they were the legitimate scientists and astronauts. But maybe they were just some disgruntled bitches. I don't know.
Um, Keep going.
I guess I just was like, okay,
I'm just Googling girls
why
in
is
space.
why are we why?
Yeah, there was it was fun. Maybe that's what they're getting. Maybe they're just advertising these space trips that Bezos wants to start to do. That's what it is. It's like his thing.
Oh, sure. If it's just advertisement, then great, rock on.
Blue Origin, all female space crew.
But like the whole all female space, like what?
Hmm.
That's lame. Okay. Because it's
Stars said
not.
an all-female group shared what it was like to travel to the edge of space.
You
Anyways,
sat there, but okay. Whatever. Fine. Cool. Good for you. Good for you, Katy Perry.
right.
I just feel like Katy Perry's pretty lame now. Like she's kind of a joke. Right.
But have you seen the little flower that she had? I'm not sure if she was trying to make a real moment with this flower up in space, this tiny little
It made me
daisy.
want to die when I saw her holding that tiny flower. I was like, no, don't be weird.
What are we doing here?
Just stop with the tiny flower like this. Idiotic.
Ugh, kind of made me a little cringy too. Dude, if I went up to space, I would do big flips and tricks and just like floating like a motro.
I would never go to
You
space.
wouldn't?
No. Mm-mm. Nope. Hard no.
Missy,
Hard no.
well, who am I gonna go to space with?
I don't know. Not this bitch. Keeping
Oh,
these feet on the ground.
I'll work on that. You work on Lady Gaga in Vegas, I'll work on
You have a better
space.
chance of me getting a brain scan with you than going to space.
Okay, we'll start there. So
No,
you're agreeing you'll do a brain scan?
I mean, maybe. What if I find out something really bad? I don't want to know.
Babe, then you could reverse it. You
But
know
what if it's
that.
like a tumor?
Well, then
It's not a tumor.
it's not a tumor. Um, then you could catch it
I
and save
guess.
yourself.
I'd rather just not know and then like die.
Oh my God.
Anyways, what's next on the show sheet?
Okay, so space with the ladies was rare. Um, this has been something that's really been annoying me. And personally
Mm-hmm.
and just in life,
Okay.
the phrase, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Created by the patriarchy.
You can teach a goddamn dog new tricks if they want to. It is a cop out, is an excuse not to change and evolve. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't want to hear it. Anybody that says it to me, I'm gonna probably do nothing, but I'll walk away and talk bad about you
Like
behind
I
your
will
back.
have strong private feelings about that.
Right. I mean, I talked about this on the G7 Chronicles, and when when I got sober, I had learned so many new skills and I was not a spring chicken. And I learned all of these new things and have not only learned them, but like kept them in my life. And I'm just a normal human. And anybody in this world, all the old dogs out there, like you stop being rude and stop not wanting to evolve and stop digging your heels into the ground and like look at other people's
Mm-hmm.
perspective and love on them.
Yeah.
Like be humble enough and vulnerable enough to like maybe make a change that could better your relationship,
Right.
period.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
get so annoyed. Like, why do people do that?
I don't know. And kind of in the same vein, but it's weird because it's a different. I heard somebody else talking about this, and it's a thought that I frequently have, but I have yet to voice. Okay. So hang with me here.
Okay.
So, there's this new wave of like, you're great just the way you are.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to
Yeah.
change a thing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe sometimes you do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe sometimes you should feel guilty about some of the stuff you do.
Right. I agree
And
with that.
maybe sometimes you do need to do things differently because what you're doing sucks.
Mm-hmm. You're an asshole.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
this new thing. And we get on the nieces and nephews about this all the time because they're what's it, Gen Z?
Yeah.
Gen Zers.
One of them.
Um, why didn't you text me back? Oh, I was just taking a break from my phone and I just needed some time. Like, okay, it was a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like have some respect and
Mm-hmm.
read the room and like you need to
Yeah.
do more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this do less
Yes.
mentality
Mm-hmm.
is not okay. And I understand it to a degree.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up about things you can't all that. I get it.
Yep.
But I think it's swung way the other way.
I couldn't agree more.
And it's like these little people floating through life, only doing the things that feel good and comfortable to them
Yep.
and feeling unapologetic about that.
Yep.
So there's no accountability. So that goes along with, like, oh, that's just the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard for me to do that.
I'm honoring myself.
Yeah, it's just difficult for me to blah, blah, blah.
Right. I'm feeling really drained.
Mhm.
I get it. I'm the biggest component of self-care and
Mhm.
love on yourself and be obsessed with yourself and all these things and be mindful and give yourself what you need. But you can't just completely dissociate and not live a normal human life.
You still have a responsibility to others.
Yes.
And if you're a
Yeah.
person that doesn't want to,
Mm-hmm.
then go be that lone wolf, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Go be that rogue ninja.
Yep.
Live on your own.
Yep.
Ronin, I think they're referred to in
Mhm.
history.
Oh.
And don't do that because if you do have these relationships and family and people that love you and people you love and stuff like that, you got to find a way to still interact and like meet other people's expectations and
Right.
needs as well as your own.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the only person that matters. You're not the center of the universe.
Totally.
And I think that is kind of like lost. And I
Mhm.
feel like it's really difficult to walk that line of not being a people pleaser,
Mm-hmm.
but also like you still need to care
Yeah.
about others.
Balance. You have to live in balance with that.
Yeah, because nowadays it's like I watch these kids, not to sound like a total old crotchety woman, but it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I agree.
Like,
It's like
handle your shit.
they see one little way to like extort something and they
Yes.
take it and run with it instead of finding like the beauty and the balance and what it's actually like the information, what it's really wanting you to
Right,
present.
right. Like, what does this really mean
Yeah.
for you? Not just like I'm going to blow everything off and fail all my classes and then
Right.
just be like, oh, I was having a hard time. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
I also think that like this particular, and it's meant for everybody, but like this particular wave of healing is very geared towards our age group
Yeah.
because we were raised, brought up with different mentality, different time where we did drink out of the freaking hose and it wasn't nurtured for you to honor your feelings or to pay attention to yourself. And so it fucked us up.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to reverse engineer what we needed to do. And still gonna ring true, but now it's like it's different for the next
Right.
generation.
Right. I just don't, I can't imagine what it would be like to just float through life, never feeling any kind of responsibility or guilt
Mm-hmm.
for any of your actions.
Yeah. Not showing up for like not showing up for work
Mm-hmm.
was such a big deal
Mm-hmm.
for me. And when I had my yoga studio and just interacting with other people, and it's wild how people are like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Right.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Pardon
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. And I think that just because you've been doing something a certain way for however old you are, does not excuse you from self-reflection
No.
and to realize that is it uncomfortable for me to change my behavior? Yeah, it is. But you know what? No one promised you comfort.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite quotes from The Princess Bride. He goes, "Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something."
Oh,
Yeah, that's Wesley.
love it.
Yeah. It's true though. Like,
It's so, I mean, self-reflection is mindfulness, checking yourself is such a big part of life. And anybody that's not doing it is an egomaniac.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I do. Sure.
Egomaniac.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but not gonna let that steal my peace. People get to go frolic in the insanity if that's what they want to do, and I will be here sitting in my peace.
Can I go on my Bluey rant now?
Yes.
Kids watch Bluey?
Yeah.
My kids watch Bluey.
Yeah.
All kids watch Bluey.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Bluey.
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick with Bluey.
Okay.
Okay. This ties into what we were just talking about. Bluey is a sociopath,
Okay.
number one.
Okay.
She runs the house. She's constantly torturing the parents. She's a villain. Like, am I the only one that sees
No.
this?
Do you know what's so funny about this? I was wondering where we were gonna go with this. I think it was Steve's brother Dan and hit maybe Kate too. I don't know. One of somebody's on Steve's side of the family was talking about the same thing about how, oh, Bluey just wants to do something and everybody just jumps at the chance to like
Yeah.
the parents just drop everything and go play with Bluey just to make everything okay with Bluey.
Yes. And this is injecting right into those little watchers' veins. Why don't my mommy and daddy want to sit and play with me for hours
Good.
upon hours, these idiotic fucking games?
Ugh, Imagination Land is horrendous.
I'm just like, how are we watching this as like the model family dynamic where Bluey is running the entire house? The parents are not allowed to be adults at all. They're not allowed to get mad at her. And she is manipulative and she's mean. Did you see the one? Okay, so when Peyton gets sick, she loves to sit and lay in bed and just watch Bluey. Like, blah, 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 blah. She's like hiding with her gun and like shoots the dad in the face and all. Like,
Oh,
she's
geez.
just this mean little shit.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, why are we doing now? The writing on the show is good. Okay, it's funny.
It's entertaining.
The mom and dad are have a cute interaction. They get in these little parent jokes every once in a while, like when the parents were hungover from after the New Year's Eve party and the kids wanted to play and she was just eating chips on the couch. Like there's moments that are relatable and cute. But the underlying theme of Bluey
Yeah.
is, oh, she's just gonna be the way she is. That's just, she can't help it.
Yeah.
Yes, she fucking can.
Yeah.
She can't help it.
Yep.
She's back off and she needs to listen to the parents.
Yeah.
And it's always the parents apologizing to Bluey.
God.
It's I'm watching it going like, what is this? This is crazy.
Right. Like the other, everything swinging to the other side.
Yes.
Gentle parenting.
And I bring this up because I've never had this conversation with anybody else. And I've been sitting on this for a long time and I've never seen it discussed online. I've never seen a meme about nothing.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is toxic.
Very real. Yeah. Especially the part that you just talked about like kids that watch it are going to compare and be like, my parents don't play with me like Bluey's parents do. That's not a realistic thing. And I think we've talked about this before. There was one lady, one video that completely changed my whole life in parenting, where she's like, I do not play imagine, what do you call it?
Like imagination games.
Like imaginative play. Imaginative play, that's what it is. I don't do it. She was like, but I did make this solar system with my child. I did construct all of this pottery with my, like, they do stuff and there's time spent, but they know that I'm not the one you're going to go to play Barbies or Like not
And
my
if you
strong suit
can,
either.
like if it's fun for you, some people don't mind doing that.
Yeah,
They
I'm
might,
out.
but they're the minority, I think, for sure.
Right. But you shouldn't have to feel guilty and sit there and do it if that's not your thing. It's not my thing. I
Yeah.
tell my kids all the time, I'm like, I'll play basketball with you.
Hmm.
I will. But also, I have like a lot of stuff that keeps this house moving.
Hmm.
And I that video made me like release so much guilt
Yeah.
surrounding playing with my kids. I didn't get played with. Did you
Right.
get played with?
No,
No.
I would go like we would do stuff together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but sitting down and like playing, if it wasn't a game,
Yeah.
like Candyland or something like that,
No,
that
that
wasn't
didn't.
a thing.
Mm-mm. Me neither. Like maybe like we would play in the pool or we would like I just remember my mom just fetching and carrying. Like
Hmm.
that was our time together.
Hmm.
Like there was very few and far between, maybe some card games here and there, but not I didn't get
It
played with.
just bothers me because it's reinforcing that you're the center of the universe
Hmm.
thing, which
Hmm.
is not healthy because you're always going to be let down. Because this goes back to what I said about you releasing kids that have been treated perfectly into an imperfect world. Do you think your employer's going to give a shit about
Hmm.
how you felt about blah, blah, blah?
Yeah,
Or that you needed extra time for X, Y, or Z?
totally.
No, they do not.
But don't you think that the world is going to start integrating rules where those things are protected? Like mental health shenanigans. And
Oh,
once again,
yeah.
I'm a big component of like mental health and we need to like
Hmm.
honor it, of course. But like I feel like there's going to be different like protections that come out that will be
I think any
laughable.
that were are not going to come out anymore.
Mm, yeah.
That kind of thing has been shut down, which I don't think is good either. But I think to a degree, like it just gets taken out of hand.
Right. It gets abused.
Yeah, it gets abused.
Yep.
I don't think it's terrible to give certain people in certain scenarios special, what's that word? Not condensation, compensate, condensation? Accommodate, no, I can't find it right now. I didn't sleep last night. But I think to be considerate of people that have needs
Mm-hmm.
that are different.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not what we're talking.
Accommodations.
Yes,
Mm.
that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about this one little child.
Yeah. Like, oh, you don't feel like it today? Okay, you don't need to come in.
Yeah. You
Like
don't want
using
to?
mental health as an excuse versus like, no, I seriously have crazy anxiety and crazy depression and I can't come in today.
The one character that I like on that show is Muffin.
Which one's that?
Muffin's the little cousin that's bad.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why I like Muffin.
Hmm.
Because Muffin is unabashedly just a little shit.
Yeah.
And she knows it and she doesn't care.
Yeah.
She gets in trouble for it. And she's like, whatever. She's just being like a kid.
Yeah.
Where Louis like this charming little sociopath
Mm.
playing these mental games with the parents just to
Mhm.
see what would go on. Now, Muffin's like, I'm going to drive like crazy and I'm going to crash my Power Wheel into the fountain because it's fun.
And it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like Bluey.
Yeah.
No, Bluey's a snake in the grass.
Oh my
You
gosh.
heard it here first. Are we going to stop watching it? No,
Yeah,
but this is just
I agree.
what I think.
Well, played Bluey Rant.
Thank you.
Yep.
And like I said, funny. It's cute.
Hmm.
The animation's cute. It's well done.
Hmm.
I cried on that last episode. Did you
Yeah.
see the one that was like an hour long
Mm-mm.
of the last season? It was
Is
the
it the
finale.
Earth one?
The one where they were going to move.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
I cried on that one. I was very moved by that episode.
The one that Sawyer always cries at, and Willa actually, is
The
the
dream one with the
yes.
bunny.
Why is that so emotional for them?
I don't know.
Like they both are wrecked by that.
And then my kids are watching that, and Peyton's like, "Why don't you sleep with me?" And I'm like,
Because I'm not going to enable you your whole life.
Well, we don't really do that here. And then she's like, "Oh, you must love me less." Like she didn't say that, but I'm sure she's thinking like, "Oh, I'm not worthy." I'm like, "No, it's just that that's a boundary we have here. Unless you're sick,
Right.
everyone sleeps in their own bed
Yeah.
here."
Because you're going to be big and capable and awesome
And then
when you
she's
don't
just
have me.
watching and she's like, "Oh, she would love that."
Right. Right.
But no, sorry, I can't.
And
for
the
my
other,
mental health.
and the other, right there's the other side of the spectrum. It's like I had to release that guilt of not playing the way that they always want me to play or spending the time that they want me to spend all the time. Like it ultimately is my job to honor the stake I put in the ground and honor what I need
Yeah.
and how I think that it's going to be run. And so I have peace. Like
Yeah.
it's not productive. It does nothing. It's kind of like bumping into a wall if you set these boundaries and then you still feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
Like I release my assholeness
Yeah.
and I bring in peace.
100%. Like I taught Eli how to play poker the other night. So
Game on.
yeah, that's our activity, gambling together. It's great.
I used to play gamble with my grandma for
Fun.
buttons. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Play video games together. We love that. We'll color, draw,
Yep.
do magnet tiles, I think are even fun.
Oh, I love magnet tiles.
That kind of thing, but I can't just sit on the floor and
No.
play.
And it can't be all the time either. I got shit to do.
I know.
I got shit to do. Okay. Where are we at with time?
I don't know.
We've gone through everything on the show sheet. This is a small side note update. Forever ago, Missy and I were gonna make drums. We were gonna make these drums, and
My horse drum.
Missy's horse drum and my elk drum.
Yes.
And we went back and forth on which animals we were going to do. And Missy thought it was funny to do the horse because she hates horses and I love horses. Anyways, Miss got sick, so she couldn't come. And I feel it powerfully necessary to share my experience with this. First off,
and I have to hold space for that because you went for me and you made my drum for me.
I did.
Which is now on my wall in my office.
Stop, really?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's gorgeous.
If that ain't love, I don't know what is. The days that you feel unloved, you look at that horse drum.
And then she wrote a message on the inside that says, I love you forever. Isn't that sweet? Or something like that.
Yeah.
You're like, actually, it said to Missy from Gretchen, but whatever.
No, I
don't
do
be
remember,
weird.
I do remember writing it and I'm like, you're creepy, Gretchen.
No, it's so sweet.
Okay, good. I'm glad you took it that way. Okay, but so the facilitator was hysterical and awesome. And
Was
he's
this
been
Dawn?
Yes, and he's been doing it for ages. His wife, hysterical and awesome. Just like she was almost like a groupie to Dawn and his drum making.
I love that.
Like
Love that.
loved them. I loved the group that got together. I loved everything that Lauren did. She like put together an amazing event.
I was sad to have missed it, honestly.
Yeah, it was, but I wonder, you would have been able to do it, but I wonder how it would have affected you. Because this is the picture that I'm going to paint you. You get this circle, and then the next thing they give you is like some string, but the string is skin. It's animal skin. And then the next thing that you get is the big piece, the actual drum piece. And it's slippery, and it's slimy, and it's wet, and it has a smell, and it's skin. It was one of the most challenging things I've ever done in my life to get through pulling on the skin, not like totally freaking out that I'm manhandling this all what is it sourced, like graciously sourced or nicely sourced. What the frick is the word?
I can't think of anything. My brain is dead. Conscious? No.
Yeah, along that line. Like they didn't just do
responsibly?
Yes. Sustainably?
Sustainably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sourced nicely.
Yeah, they weren't like going out and murdering the animals.
Exactly, with very good intentions. And so in every single part of this is a way that every single part of the animal can actually be sacred and used and helpful. But you would have to yank on these strings and pull the skin. And ultimately, like the smell was so like I had to breathe deeply the whole time and I had to laugh the whole time. Like Katie was right. She was my partner in crime right by me. And we had to, and of course I can't, they give me 3 steps to do, I will forget all of them because I've already screwed up.
Yeah.
So I had to ask a ton of questions. I was the one with my arm up into the air all the time. But as difficult as it was, I think I was in good company. It was like a consensus. I think Lauren even had the same experience the first drum that she made. So
Mm-hmm.
that made me feel a lot better. But it was an intense feeling making that drum.
Yeah, it sounds like I probably would have struggled. I don't even like making meatballs.
Totally. And with your long nails, I think
It would have, the
it
juices would have got deep down in
oh,
the crevices.
oh my God. I still smell it and I still feel it.
Ah.
I still
Yeah, it's giving Leatherface. It's giving Buffalo Bill meat suit, and
100%,
that would have been difficult for me not to go there mentally,
100%.
and the smell would have been hard.
Yeah.
But I
And
really like my completed drum.
yours, I mean, it turned out really good.
Yeah.
And Don was so funny. He was like, "Yeah, that's a stinky hide." Versus the girl that's making two drums gets one of the stinky hides.
Was mine the stinky one? Oh,
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Of
Yeah.
course it was.
I just kept thinking about you. I was like, maybe it's divine that Miss isn't here for this one.
I thought you were going to say maybe it's divine that hers is the stinkiest one.
No. No, I think the universe threw you a bone on that one.
Wow, I appreciate it. It's definitely, it makes a really good twang sound, bang sound, bong,
Bong sound.
bung,
Yeah.
bung, like that.
It doesn't linger quite as much as I thought it was gonna linger.
Oh, like the
hmm Like I've
mm.
heard some drums in sound healings that like it's like boom,
Yeah.
boom, like it lingers, and mine's like
Do you hit yours with an instrument or do you just bong with your hand, like the heel of your hand?
oh, it's like with a donger.
You have a donger?
I need to get a good
I
donger.
don't have a donger.
Well, and I was I had to leave the event when they were making the dongers, but Dawn gave me one.
Oh, that's nice.
It was really sweet.
I'll have to source a donger.
Oh my God, I love Dawn. He like he was classic. He's a character.
Yeah, he called me on the phone.
Oh, Dawn did? Oh
Yes.
my God, lucky.
After I like signed up, remember when we had to like
hmm
sign up initially for the class
Oh,
and
I do remember this.
he like called my cell phone at like 9:30 at night. He's like, "Hey, this is Dawn." I'm like, "What?" It's so funny. I'm like, "I'm a millennial. You can't fucking call me on the phone. What are you, crazy?"
I remember you telling me that. I'm like, oh God, please don't call me. Please don't call me. I can't.
Throw your phone in the pool.
Right. Not answering. I can't.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Here's your money. Let's do this.
Well, I'm glad mine turned out good. I think yours turned out good.
Yeah, they were really good. It was a great experience and it definitely challenged. And that's, it's always nice to challenge yourself. But
For sure.
that was a long overdue review of something that we talked about in like the second or third podcast that we ever did.
Yep. That's
Anything else
happened.
on your heart? Anything else on your brain?
Oh, well, we were open the other night for our neighbor's grand
Oh
opening,
yeah.
Desert Rain Skin, which was a lovely soiree. Got to do a lot of fun stuff. I got to spin a wheel,
Yeah.
got some swag bag stuff. It
Got
was
some
really
taps.
cute, a party party. They had like food and little Pip came.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if it was Pip or
Oh,
a
was it a
different
different one?
donkey
No joke.
because someone was like, "Is that Pip?" Because it looks a little darker than Pip. I'm like, "Well, I don't know."
Interesting. I'll have to confirm that with Brucey Bruce.
Yeah, they had music, a guy out there playing guitar.
Dude, I love live music. That is a
Yeah.
game changer in life.
Yeah, he was playing little Johnny Cash, which I enjoyed quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a sweet little fun party.
We should see if we can't get Hector to go in on live music, like Friday and Saturday nights or something like that.
That would be sick.
That would mean that we would have to be open.
Yeah.
So we'll think about that. We'll
We're
think that
like,
one through.
oh. Yeah.
We run GSOL on mom time.
Mhm.
So it's modified schedule.
Somebody
Probably
came
like,
in once, they're like, why do you close at 2:30? Like, because we have to pick up our kids from school.
right.
They're like, oh.
I've gotten like, you guys aren't open very much. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, on the bottom it says or by appointment. So
Yeah.
we would love to come down here at other times. But we're also trying to create an empire while being fucking badass moms. So
Oh, I should
or
talk about the event on Saturday, perhaps.
yeah.
So a friend of mine from JC, the owner of JC Shea Aesthetics, is having a women's wellness event
What?
yeah, in Cave Creek, Carefree area. where there's going to be some yoga in the morning and sound stuff, and then just a bunch of like vendors that are in the wellness space will be there offering their wares and goods and services, and I will be there for a bit in the morning, I think around like 10 to 12 with some of our gear. So anyone interested in that, I'll post something on Instagram about
Nice.
it, and hope to see you there. But it's nice to see JC's just a real go-getter. She's going to come here today and pick out an outfit for the event, which I love.
Well,
But she opens her own place and goes out and creates these events, goes finds the venue, sets it all up, gets
right.
everybody organized. She's just like a real little dynamo, and she's just a delight.
And why the hell not?
Yeah, she's great. So we're excited to be a part of it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then the following weekend, we have Junk in the Trunk.
Oh God, that's coming really fast.
It's coming super fast, but we're gonna be great. It's gonna be good, fine. Everything's gonna be good. So we'll be there, and
That's a huge event.
it is.
Junk in the Trunk is huge.
Yeah.
It's at Westworld. Tons of
I think it even
vendors.
feels even bigger because it's 3 days.
Yeah.
Like you're doing the same thing. It's like going to work.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't seem like going to work. This is just me playing around, podcasting, teaching.
Junk in the Trunk is
creating.
work. Remember, we were so exhausted last year.
Totally.
Fun.
Even then, I didn't even feel like it was that crazy because I get to hang out with you all day.
No.
It's not.
I'm really, really cool and fun. So
Yeah. Yeah, you are. You sure are. But that's what we got cooking.
I spend so much money there too. Like there's so much good stuff.
Oh my God, I'm gonna try really
Think about
hard.
all the stuff I bought.
Yeah. Yes.
We meet a lot of fun people.
I want to find a fur coat. I'm in the market.
How many do you need?
Do you want to know something creepy about me?
What about your super sick like family heirloom ones?
Yeah, it's awesome, but I want a longer one.
Oh, I see.
That one's kind of like a stole.
I see.
So I found this fella on Facebook.
Yeah, what happened with that?
He ghosted me.
Oh, again?
Yes. So Mama goes on OfferUp. And I see it. And I text him.
Like, hey,
I'm like,
remember me?
I hit the button that says, is this still available? And then afterwards, I'm like, oh my God, this is the guy. This is the same fella.
Yeah.
And I wrote, hey, I think I was messaging with you on Marketplace. And
called him out, called his ass out.
Called him out. And I'm not kidding. Within one Mississippi, it was marked sold.
What's this guy's deal?
I want to hunt him down. I want to find him and I'm be like, why wasn't my money good enough?
Right. What's his problem?
He's probably deranged. Maybe God was like protecting me from a serial killer.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Yeah.
Because you would be protected.
But it was a really,
it was gorgeous.
Really great.
It was gorgeous.
Fur. All sustainably sourced.
Yeah, my feeling on furs, if it's a vintage piece and the animal has been deceased for quite some time, why let it just rot?
Yeah.
Like, let's enjoy it.
Same.
But let's stop making furs, please.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
That's just me. And I'm not saying like either way. I don't like if someone's like, who cares? We kill and eat animals all the time. Like, what's the difference with a fur? I get that too. That's just my stance on it. But and there's just something about a vintage fur. It's like, I know. My mom has the most gorgeous. I think it's fox. I think it's fox.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, and it was like
annihilating.
Like late 80s.
Yep.
You know, so it's just
talk about like casino.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if she'd let me borrow it for casino night.
Lucky dog. I'm gonna find one before then. I found one and this lady had it on Facebook Marketplace for $300 and I said, I'm really interested in your piece. Is there any wiggle? Is there any?
I love this voice.
Any wiggle room in the pricing? I go out the door. I'd do it for 150 right now, and she hasn't responded back to it. No wiggle room on that.
Right here, right now.
No wiggle room on that.
Is there any wiggle room on that? Fresh.
Steve has boats on Facebook Marketplace.
Did you see my message?
No. It was from
posted one on Instagram. It's like this boat for sale, and I just wrote back, I'll take it! Exclamation point. But no one saw that apparently.
Well, I don't go on his Insta. I run it.
I know, that's what I thought. That's why I was like messing with you.
I don't go on his very often because it doesn't get much. That's
He
so
does like
funny.
once a year.
But there's people that will come on there and be like a boat's for 18,000 and they'll be like 10 grand cash now.
Yeah.
And so now we're in the realm of like 14. So if it's somebody's like 14 cash now, Steve told me the other day, he's like, take it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I'll call their bluff and I'll be like, done. And they're like, okay, we'll let you know. Or okay, let me talk to you. You know, like they come out
You're like,
heavy
no, that
hitters.
was basically a blood oath.
Right.
And you owe me 14 grand.
You owe me $14,000 right now,
Yeah.
and I shall be
I have a bat
collecting.
in my trunk.
Yeah,
Don't make me use it.
right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I used that if I could hurt anybody with my swing.
Oh,
Maybe if I got them like in the right spot, but I think
kneecap for
I'd
sure.
probably like hit them and they would maybe laugh at me.
They'd be like, that's what I laugh at so much on shows where they'll have like a girl like your size go punch a guy and like punch him out. I'm like, in
Right.
what fucking world?
Never would that
Like, she's
happen.
gonna drag a cat. She's gonna
Right.
punch this big behemoth out?
Right.
Way.
Do you know what I can do?
What?
What I'm a firm, like in
Roundhouse kick.
my legs are so strong. I
They
can
are.
atomic squeeze you until a tap out.
Yeah.
So
I
that
could
would
see
be
that
my,
for sure. She's got really powerful legs.
yeah. When Steve and I wrestled, that's my go-to. If I can get him in my clutches of my legs, he's
Mhm.
toast. Or he starts laughing at me and his hands are
Oh God,
freakishly
I
strong.
love Steve's hands. What do I call them? His big mitts.
Yeah.
They're like big and rough and just working
He'll
hands.
like grab me and I'm like, ow. Like
You're
he
like, your
does
skin
not
scratched me. I'm bleeding.
You're, and he'll put like the top of my water bottle on and I won't be able to get it off all day.
He's got those powerful mitts.
He's like, I didn't even know I'd put it on that tight. I'm like, you are
It's like, I
freakishly
guess I don't
strong.
know my own strength.
Yeah. Those big paws.
I love it.
All right. I think this is a good time.
Mhm.
Good time to call it quits.
Sure.
We love you. Ashalamale.
We're fond of you.
We've enjoyed this time together.
We've enjoyed conversing here today. And
See you next time.
we'll see you later. Okay, peace out.